Hello everyone, my name is Zenitsu and I'm back with another Digimon video. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and doing a mini gauntlet with Rookie Rush, just to kind of like highlight and demonstrate what Rookie Rush is kind of doing, and the fact that hopefully with set 3, a lot of the in quotation marks issues with Rookie Rush get ironed out. I still think Rookie Rush is going to be a deck. It's just going to have to actually change and evolve based on the meta, but what deck doesn't? Regardless, Rookie Rush is definitely a very powerful strategy where the idea is depriving your opponent of resources because rookies are very cheap to play most of the time. On top of which, it is going for a quantity of attacks over a quality of attacks. So you literally just don't care if your Digimon live or die. If they live, that's even more dangerous for the opponent because that's another reoccurring attack that they have to then worry about. Rookie Rush is definitely a very, very powerful strategy, at least in the early woes of the game. So hopefully it gets ironed out so it wouldn't be this problematic. So I hope you enjoy the games, and I know they're going to end relatively quickly. Alright, my opponent starts. He flips over a Digitama, then Digivolves it into Agumon. Draws a card for Digivolving, then Digivolves again into RustTyrannomon, putting me at 1, passing it to my turn. Flip over my Digitama. Unfortunately, I don't have a blue Digimon in my opening hand, so I'll just play a Kudamon and pass the turn over to my opponent. My opponent starts by drawing, moves RustTyrannomon out of raising, swings at my security. It's a Vulcan's Hammer, so he loses 2 memory. Then he plays tie, putting me at 4, passing it to my turn. So I draw, Digivolve it into Gabumon, drawing a card for Digivolving, play Biomon, play Vulcan's Hammer, swing with Kudamon, use Kudamon's skill to draw a card, lose the security check, then play Mushroomon, and Argamon, passing the turn over to my opponent. My opponent's tie skill activates, putting him at 3. He stands up his RustTyrannomon, hatches a Gigimon out of his raising, then Digivolves into Agumon, draws a card for Digivolving, Digivolves into Metal Tyrannomon, draws a card for Digivolving, swings at my security, then Digivolves into Greymon, putting me at 2, passing it to my turn. I move Gabumon out of the raising area, swing with my Biomon. I lose the security check, but due to Biomon's when destroyed skill, I'll gain +1 memory. Swing with my Argamon, lose the security check, swing with Mushroomon, lose the security check, swing with Gabumon, lose the security check. Then I'll play Bearmon and Goblinmon. I'm passing the turn over to my opponent. He draws for his turn, moves Greymon out of the raising area, swings at my security, swings at my security again, then plays Volcanodramon to wipe my field, setting me to 8. So I'll start by drawing, flipping over a Digitama, Digivolve into Kumamon or Bearmon, play a Puppetmon to rest his field down, putting my opponent at 3, passing the turn over to him. He starts by drawing, flips over his Digitama, Digivolves it to draw a card, Digivolves into Metal Greymon to draw a card, plays Terraforce to get rid of my Puppetmon, and passes the turn over to me. I move Kumamon out of raising and swing for game. Alright, going into game 2, I get to go first, so I flip over my Digitama, Digivolve it into Kumamon, then play a Mushroomon for 2 and pass the turn over to my opponent. He draws, flips over his Digitama, Digivolves it into Patamon, drawing a card for Digivolving, plays a TK for 2, then a Hikari for 3, and passes the turn over to me. I move Kumamon out of raising, play a Gabumon to draw a card, swing at his security with Mushroomon, then swing at his security with Kumamon. Playing a Gomamon and passing the turn over to my opponent. Hikari skill activates, giving him +1 memory, and he draws a card for his turn. Moves Patamon out of raising, plays a Gallantmon to recover 1, and passes the turn over to me. I draw, flip over my Digitama, Digivolve it into Gomamon, swing at his security with Gomamon, swing at his security with Gabumon, play a Puppetmon to rust his Gallantmon down, and pass the turn over to my opponent. He starts by drawing, flips over his Digitama, Hikari's skill activates, giving him +1. He plays Glorious Burst to get rid of my Puppetmon. Then he plays another Gallantmon to recover 1, passing the turn over to me. I draw, move Gomamon out of Raising, swing at his security, using Upamon's skill to draw a card, swing at his security again. Gonna play Goblinmon, Armadillomon, and Kudamon to pass the turn over to my opponent. Hikari's skill will give him +1 memory, and he draws, stands all of his Digimon up, swings at my security with Gallantmon, swings at it again, I'll rust his Patamon down with Flower Cannon revealed, plays an Eden's Javelin to get rid of my Goblinmon, and passes the turn over to me. I swing at his security with Kudamon, using Kudamon's skill to draw, and then swing at him again with Armadillomon for the game. Alright, going into Game 3, my opponent starts, flips over his Digitama, Digivolves it into Palmon, then Digivolves it into Vegemon, and passes the turn over to me. I flip over my Digitama after drawing, Digivolve it into Kumamon, and then I'm going to play Gomamon to put my opponent at 1 and pass it over to him. He moves Vegemon out of the raising area, draws a card for his turn, swings at my security with Vegemon, plays Tentamon, and passes the turn over to me. I draw, move Kumamon out of the raising area, swing at his security, swing at his security with Gomamon, I'll play a Tapermon, and pass the turn over to my opponent. He draws for his turn, flips over a Digitama, swings at my security with Vegemon, swings at my security again with Tentamon, Digivolves into Lilymon, and passes the turn over to me. I start by flipping over Digitama from my raising area, Digivolve it into Gomamon, swing with Tapermon, play a Goblinmon, pass the turn over to my opponent. He attacks my security with Lilymon, plays a Mimi, and passes it over to my turn. I start by drawing, move Gomamon out of raising, swing with Tapermon at his security, swing at his security with Goblinmon, and then swing with Gomamon for game. So I do apologize that the game's kind of ended so quickly. That's just kind of the nature of how Rookie Rush plays. It's a very fast and a very aggressive deck. Again, all trying to do more of a quantity of attacks over a quality of attacks. So that's kind of all I really have for this video. So feel free to tell me your thoughts or point out any misplays down in the comments below. And as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video.